Okay, so I just stumbled upon this tool called Run that's like a polyglot command runner. It supports over 25 languages. How cool is that?
Wait, what? A tool that lets you script and compile in multiple languages without switching platforms. That sounds like a game changer.
Right? It's described as a smart REPL too. So you can run code snippets interactively and manage state across different languages.
That's fascinating. You mean you don't have to jump between different command lines? That's a time saver.
Exactly, you can just type in your code and hit run. I'm thinking it's like having a universal remote for coding.
I love that analogy, but how does it handle all these languages? I mean, wouldn't it require a ton of back-end magic?
Yeah, it does use real toolchains under the hood. Each language has its own engine that knows how to execute code.
So it's not just a simple interpreter. It actually sets up a workspace for you.
Totally, it prepares everything needed for the specific language, compiling when necessary or running scripts for interpreted languages.
That's pretty clever, but I can't help but wonder, how does it manage session states? Isn't that complex?
Good question. It maintains session states for REPLs, meaning you can keep running code without losing previous context.
So it's like a persistent workspace. That would be so helpful for iterative development.
Exactly, and it also has auto detection for languages based on file extensions, so you can pretty much just dive right in.
Wow, that's unexpected. But are there any limitations? I mean, it can't cover every possible use case, right?
True, while it supports 25 plus languages, there might be edge cases or specific libraries that aren't fully covered.
And what about performance? Do you think using this tool could slow down execution compared to native environments?
That's a valid point. The overhead from managing multiple languages might add some latency, especially on heavier executions.
But for quick iterations and testing, it sounds like a great fit. What languages are we talking about here?
It covers everything from scripting languages like Python and Ruby to compiled ones like C and Rust. Such a broad range.
That's impressive. So if I wanted to make a quick script in Python and then switch to Go, I could just do that.
Absolutely, just switch the language context and keep going. It's like coding on a whim.
I love that flexibility, but is it difficult to set up? I imagine some users might find installation tricky.
It actually offers multiple installation methods through package managers, scripts, or even building from source. It tries to be user-friendly.
Nice, but what if someone doesn't know how to build from source? That could be daunting.
True, there's a learning curve there, but the most common methods are pretty straightforward, especially with Homebrew or Cargo.
Got it. It's like they're trying to make it accessible while also catering to developers who like tinkering.
Exactly, and it's also built with Rust, which means it's likely to be efficient and secure.
That makes sense. Rust's memory safety features could lend some robustness to this tool. Very cool.
But here's the kicker, this tool might actually change how we approach multi-language projects. Think about it.
Right, it could streamline workflows and even foster collaboration among developers who use different languages.
And imagine the learning opportunities. Users could experiment and learn from each other using this platform.
That's super exciting. So it's not just a tool, it could be a community builder as well.
Exactly, but it'll be interesting to see how it evolves. Will it keep up with emerging languages?
That's a really good question. If they can add support for new languages quickly, it could stay relevant.
But how do you keep a balance between adding new features and maintaining performance?
That's the million-dollar question right there. They'll need to be strategic about updates.
So if you had to give this tool a shot, what's the first language you'd try?
I think I'd start with Python. It's so beginner-friendly and versatile. How about you?
I'd probably dive into Rust. I'm curious about its performance and safety. Plus, it's all about system-level coding.
That sounds like a perfect match. It'll be interesting to see how we can use Run to bridge our coding experiences.
Exactly, and I think it's a great step toward more unified workflows and development. Can't wait to explore it.
Same here. It's refreshing to see tools that keep pace with the evolving needs of developers. What a time to be coding.